Hello, my name is Tyler Q. This is the video I'm creating for my final project peer review. I am creating a memory tile flipping game, as you can see here on this slide. The what I'm going to go over here is just kind of what my idea was, a high level description of my program, and then there will be a link to my this video on the final slide. What I was trying to accomplish here was I'd love a way to have the ability to just practice strengthening using my memory. And I feel like I'm not alone when I say people forget things often, or things slip their mind, or whatever may have happened and you forgot to do something. I think it's valuable to everyone to practice using their memory to strengthen that mental muscle. Um, and it's fun. I love little number games. I love little tiny games that are you can kill 5 minutes really easily with. Um, and I thought that putting it into a game format kind of made it accessible to all ages too. Anybody can. They're intuitive, usually pretty self-documented and pretty self-explanatory, and you'll see that when we get into the program. This is a program description. I don't need to go over all that with you, but if you'd like to read that, the PowerPoint is provided in my submission here. But the general idea is it's a tile flipping game. You have numbers underneath the tiles. When you click the tile, it flips the tile over. And you click another tile to reveal a second tile. If they match, awesome. They stay flipped. If not, they flip back over. And you keep trying to find those matches. Um, yeah, let's just get into it. There's some expectations here. Only two tiles can be flipped at one time. Match tiles will disable. You can't do anything with them after they're matched. There's input validation into each one of those tiles, checking for different statuses. But let's get into the program, get it going. Pretty simple UI. I use tkinter because that's what I learned in my Python class at DMAC. There are maybe other ways to develop GUI, but this is the one that I'm familiar with, so I just use that. And it's really easy to use. It's pretty template. It almost feels very template based, but anyway, we have a title, memory tile flip game. I have the score bold to make it stand out to the timer. I have a disabled reset button. It's important that it's disabled. It doesn't do anything right now. We have an enabled start button. And we have a bunch of buttons that don't do anything right now. They just exist in this 2D array. When I click start, there is a lot that goes on in the background. It creates a 2D array and fills it with values based on the number of rows and columns. The exact algorithm is rows times columns divided by 2. So, with that being said, you can only have an even number of rows and columns, or I should say, an even product of rows and columns. So rows times column, that value must be even or it breaks the program. So you can make this grid bigger, and the numbers that will be assigned to each one of these tiles will match the number. I guess the number of pairs you need will match the size of your grid. But anyway, let's get it started. It's going to create a 2D array of values. It's going to randomize that list. It's going to essentially jumble it around. I'm sorry. It's going to create the array of values. It's going to create two of each one of those values, so we have pairs, and then it's going to shuffle that list. Um, and then it's going to pop those values off and assign each button that popped off value. So let's click start. It's going to change the text of each one of these buttons to a question mark just for aesthetic. If we click, it flips the tile. We have a 0. We click. Oh, we got lucky. It flipped the second tile and it matched. Let's click the next one. We have 1. Are we going to get lucky again? No, we did not. These zeros are now disabled. I can't do anything with them. Let's see if we... Oh, we have a 6 here. And this just keeps going until you find all of your matches. Let's see if I can do this quickly. 3, I don't remember which, there's 4. 3, and then this must be 1. Perfect. All right, so when you match, find all your matches, all your pairs, you get this message box that pops up. You matched all pairs, you got this many points, and you did it in this amount of time. You can see those match up here. You can click OK. All of these are disabled, and if you wanted to play again, click Start. Starts the game over again. Well, let's say you... Wow, that's really lucky. Wow. Okay, so let's say in the middle of the game you're frustrated with your time and you want to restart. Well, this reset button becomes enabled after you click start. Start becomes disabled. And it essentially does similar what the start button does, but the start button is better for initializing everything, and resets just kind of cleans everything back up and sets it back to default values. So when these aren't initialized, start will initialize them, and reset just kind of shuffles that board every time. Let's see, these values change. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.